Springfield, the big issue there today, making sure everyone can vote this November. Lawmakers are on day 2 of a 3-day special session.
This is the first time lawmakers have gathered since mid-March. CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov is live. Dana, the bill has its critics.
Yeah, it does, Erica. And the critics to this bill, which would expand mail-in voting, say they're concerned about voter fraud. But supporters say, you know, because of the pandemic, if it passes, it would only apply to this election in November. And they believe it would give more voters a voice.
Really, I think looking at the ability to deliver, as many other states are doing, access to elections, recognizing that we're in a pandemic.
Here's how it would work. In August, ballot applications would automatically be sent to anyone who voted in the 2018, 2019, and 2020 elections, or who applied for an absentee ballot. Ballots would then be mailed out in early fall. One concern, the chance that applications could be sent to people who've died or moved.
When those cards come back, somebody is physically going to match every one of those signatures against the voting records. I just think that there's no chance that that's actually going to happen at that point.
House and Senate supporters dismissed that concern, pointing out the new election changes would be repealed on January 1st, 2021. Governor J.B. Pritzker agrees.
Sending out ballots, or rather applications, to everybody that voted in the last number of elections, and still giving everybody else the ability to apply to get a ballot, I think is a reasonable compromise.
Representative Burke says based on current Illinois voter rolls, applications, if this bill passes, would be sent out to about 5 million voters throughout the state. Now, the bill, though, was still being debated minutes ago on the House floor, but representatives tell me they expect they will vote on it this evening. Brad?
Yeah, they only got a day left to wrap everything up. So, Dana, who's going to oversee the program, and what numbers are they throwing out cost-wise?
Well, outside of the State Board of Elections, the Secretary of State's office would actually control the follow-up, the application follow-up. And Representative Burke earlier today said that part alone would be about $2.9 million. And I should also note, if this bill does pass, it would make schools sort of election day would be a school for holidays. So, or would be a holiday for schools. Sorry, I misspoke. So that schools could be used for polling places. But again, it's all being debated as we speak. Brad?
Yeah, I think we're all thinking holiday right now. Dana Kozlov, thank you.